Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with another one. Back with another one. This is like a redo of this series. I had to take down the other one. I got into a situation. They striked it for a restricted content. Try to put the age on it, but we ain't gonna get into that. They can have that. I didn't say nothing wrong, but I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. But you know how it is. They always want to attack the big dog with a small channel, but you know how it is. But this is gonna be a different topic because last time I did the 46 stitch, we talked about the niggas, of course, but the niggas we're gonna leave that alone. We're just gonna do our thing and just speak on what's relevant now. It's current issues. I know everybody's going at each other's heads, but man, Mal Manimus, the Enigma, he's getting destroyed by your boy from Baltimore, man. World class, man. He's killing him. Everything he said, and I agree with him on the young generation thing. The reason I want to talk about this, and I was going to talk about it on the 47th edition. I said, let me do a redo of the 46. And it sums up my point on my last recording. And yeah, I went raw on that one. Yes, I did. I went extreme. I apologize for the inconvenience. If y'all confused, why is this a redo? Well, the stuff I said, I meant it. But the thing was, YouTube had to drop the guillotine on me, but they missed. But I survived. So you know how it is. They try to take control and all this other stuff. But it's all good. It's all good. This is a perfect segue of what I thought about their interaction. And Cheeky was right. He acts just like a black woman. I told you. Anytime you have a content creator like that has a formula of Tommy, he's question mark. He's suspect. You have to really look at people who they are. They come in here and they just want to intimidate everybody and try to bully somebody. And I told y'all last, was it Sunday? What the independent thing is serious. Now this will be an hour live right now. I'm not gonna go 2 hours tonight, but this will be an hour. The reason I'm saying this is going to be an hour because this is a typical Thursday, right? Next Thursday, we're going 2 hours. We're going to talk about what's going on around the world. We're going to actually talk about the world this time. We're going to talk about world class going against the Enigma, so-called angry woman, not man. We're going to call him angry woman. That's his new nickname for now on, angry woman. The leprechaun woman with the dyed beard. the jokes is still undefeated. We still gonna be here. But anyways, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna summarize that stream where I remember what he said, and he did not start. That dude started first. He wanted all the attention. He did this over at Ramil's. Shouts out to Ramil. He did it to everybody. He tried to do it to Ty City. It didn't work. So we're back in action. This is the 42nd edition. This is a redo of the last one. I went in raw on all them niggas. Now I had to go extreme, but we're gonna cut down the vulgarity. We'll cut it down because I already know what it was, and they didn't give me a specific thing, but the thing went low, and when I tried to appeal it, I said, you know what? Let me delete this and let me start over from scratch. I'm just gonna make this one an hour. This is gonna stay up this time, and we're just gonna talk about what I think. We got niggas like him. He did this over at Kuda, and it destroyed his shit. You really have to look at guys like that. The generational supremacy, I cannot fucking stand. I cannot stand that shit. Generational supremacy is for suckers. The reason I cannot stand it so much, this old nigga bullshit, the younger generation need to listen to guys like us. I'll support y'all. If y'all under 30, I'm focused on the 18 to the 24 plus, to 25 to somewhat 30 plus. But 30 plus, I'll give you advice, but I'll give you some knowledge and a little bit of wisdom. You can do what you do, right? So you can move out here, especially on this YouTube shit. YouTube is about to be finished in the future. So we ain't gonna see YouTube in a minute. So YouTube is done, right? So apparently we know what YouTube is going to go through in the future, right? So it's over. And it's a combination of other things. I see people going to Rumble and they think it's viable. See, I don't do this for monetization because when you get monetized, you're done. You say the wrong thing, they want you up out of there. See, they already pick and choose who they going to do. See, they got me the night I was watching Melly, and she watched this old lady, she's in her 40s, but she ain't old. She's technically young, but she's older Try to look for a man for her age, and they just ain't gonna deal with her. She need to hang herself and just. I mean, I ain't gonna say. Excuse me. I ain't meant to say hang herself. She need to hang it up and just take care of the kid and move on, man. Like you're done. And she wants to go in the grave early. How cowardly is that? You know what I mean? How cowardly is a parent to not raise his kid like that, especially a mother like that? Well, they enabling females as they always should. But you gotta understand something. A lot of times people get caught up on nonsense and the BS, and it's just like Thirsty Thrills. Yes, we go raw and explicit. We always do that. It's just I have a little vulgarity, but I ain't gonna use it tonight because knowing YouTube's new policy, I told you they gonna strike you where it's hot. They have to do that. You know, they have to do their BS, but that's their whole skit. They said they got theirs. They're like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. YouTube is finished. Unless new leadership comes through and see what's going on, we'll see. I could have appealed it and I could have been like the bigger man. I said, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna argue with weak motherfuckers on this shit because this shit can collapse any day. This whole internet will be gone. I know what I'm talking about because I see the big picture. This website will not last. It'll have competition. It's just get rid of it. It's advertising money. So deleting us off here won't solve a damn thing. It's just going to destroy the website altogether. I told you it's coming. It's over. It's ball game. You see a lot of people defending the nonsense. This is why it's hard to talk about niggas because they're protected by a certain class of people. I'm gonna still go in on them. These clowns that y'all defenders out there, you enablers out there. That's just gonna stop. Mama words is gonna stop. I ain't gonna do a lot of live streams the rest of the year either, because I won't get this one out the way and just let y'all hear the playlist where I said raw, and then I'm just gonna leave it up. And y'all can save these or whatever, because I can save these if I get a different computer, and then I don't know if they try to shut this thing down. Because knowing this site is his hypocrisy and history, you have a lot of people say vulgarity stuff. I'm not gonna get into it because it's pathetic anyway. Because they gonna pick and choose who they gonna view and see and all this other nonsense. We're done with that. Okay, we're done with the nonsense. Sunday Madness is madness. We talk about the extreme topics like we always do. Thursday Thrills is we're talking about modern day current events and see what's going on in the world. Okay. There was a mass shooter. I think Torian Rain talked about a mass shooter. Now they said a black man mass shooter. They said why? Torian, you know damn why. That man has some issues and he's been idolized. I told you the internet makes people crazy. And this is why I don't really talk that crazy talk like on the internet and people promote it. Somebody's gonna get their head blown away. Like my man said, what's his name? World Class. Yeah, that's been normalized for like the past, I'll say this era, like 2012 and now. It's decades. It's been bad. But ever since when Tommy got slapped, a lot of niggas need to just get slapped up and knocked out or touched. For real, for real. I'm speaking from experience that I've seen this stuff when I was on YouTube and people say to the wrong stuff and then the recording. And if you keep doing it, people can call on your show and try to talk to you. But these people sound disrespectful. These men sound disrespectful all the time and reckless. And he was saying that about Angry Woman. And I said, yeah, he sounds like a black woman. Yeah, he does. And it's a damn shame that people don't want that type of content, but that's okay. But we're here. We're here now because Thursday Thrills is not an entertainment show. It's non-profit. I talk about various topics in one setting. That's what this stream is about. We talk about everything. We talk about current events and a little bit of politics, but not too much. Because what I got from the word on the tube is you can't go excessive. They pick and choose who they want to hear and listen to, but that's okay. But you know, YouTube is one of the weirdest sites of all time. And I'm sick and tired of the BS that people get treated and I get treated all the time because I can go somewhere else and do content. That ain't nothing. I don't need this long term. I was going to do pre-record shorts and that's it. But quiet as kept, live streams is daunting because nobody's not going to support you if you're really doing it. Because when I had support, that was in 2021. It's just a new audience I need. That's what I need really because quiet as kept. If I really want it, I'll do it. But I'm not trying to work hard for it. Fuck out of here. I'll do something because this is getting on my nerves. Like every year, man. I'm so sick of the same BS that I have to deal with every time. But that's why the site is dying. Calling it now, and it's been dying since then. It's been dying years. Now someone needs to pull the plug on it and then show you. I can go to other sites and be successful and do a streaming. See, I don't have to, you know, what I'm saying? I could save all this on a backup drive or whatever. But I'm not gonna do that. YouTube. What's saving YouTube is the BS right now. It's the nonsense that we see toe to toe, and it's just I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Yeah, on the 23rd, we gonna really be on fire. I want to talk about something totally different because I'm not gonna talk about niggas the rest of the time because I already know what YouTube is on. They on that BS, and I'm airing their asses out how fake they are. They've been doing this for years, and this ain't the first time. And that age shit with the kids, it's all cap. It's all BS. They just want to do that to piss people off. That's what they're trying to do. And that's not working on me because I'm not one of those people that's going to stand by and let y'all do this shit. That shit ain't going to work on me. Y'all got to come better than that. That shit ain't going to work on me. I ain't going to say no more vulgarity stuff no more. I'm just going to bleep it myself or use a subliminal term, and y'all know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? I'm so tired of this nonsense. It's just ridiculous at this point. You can't have nothing on here. That's why YouTube is dying, bro. It's a dying breed, and it's gonna go way it is. Man, I don't care about that widget. My connection is good. Shit. It's a dying breed. It's a dying breed, and I'm not trying to get clipped or flagged or whatever. I ain't got time for that. And that's just how it is. I'm not trying to. What's going on, Tampa Salute? And this stuff is really. I get so tired of it, man. Like when you do live streams, you just do what you do. Yes, I'm gonna get the views regardless, because I'm that colorful with my language. But my language is colorful, so I have to be very careful because I go extreme and I go tactful what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? But the angry woman, the enigma, angry man, the fuck boy that y'all love, he is being bodied by world class, man. World class is tearing his ass up. And the reason he's tearing his ass up, man, it's just like when he went over to Lapeef, oh, he's done. He's done. The Lapeef network set him up to fail anyway. But when world class told him you don't want to debate this, he's done. Like I told y'all, like y'all support the nigga, the nigga's done. I don't see him coming back from anything. Now he said F y'all. He said F the younger generation. You know why? Because he hates y'all. He's jealous. The older generation is jealous of you dudes because y'all better than them. They ain't gonna let you move. And shouts out to Cerulean. He said this 2 years ago, and I'm seeing it now. This is why I don't mess with the older generation on this internet shit, especially on YouTube. And I don't do it on any platform. No, because they're fucking losers. They're fucking losers. Because all they do is complain about females 95% of their content. I get tired of hearing that shit. That shit was cool back in the day, but now you gotta control your nonsense, right? You gotta control it. Because the more you control your content and your adamancies of what you care about, you gotta control that. So you can't just go around and just be reckless saying sexual shit and act crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand this stuff is vital. Now, ladies, if you're listening in the clouds, whatever, don't let these men try to run you off these panels and things like that. Just let it be, because these dudes gonna talk a way little malignant shit they be saying is crazy. But that's it, But I ain't gonna say too much because you know how it is. I got limited anyway because I didn't say it so much years ago. I was so raw. I always be raw without the cuss words. You know what I'm saying? It's just it is what it is. But that's YouTube. YouTube has changed, man. Everybody wants to be entertained. I ain't trying to be entertaining. I'll throw shots and be subliminal and make jokes and make fun of people and half singing and have lisping and all this other stuff. That's my thing. I don't have to show people to go crazy. I know how to get people in the room. It's just people just don't stop fucking with me because I said some wild shit, but that's okay. That's who I am. I ain't gonna change who I am for any weak motherfucker because they ain't doing content. They refuse to do it. Like, that's your business. I don't care about your ass anyway. I'm my own individual, and that's the way it should be. But I can get a room up to 20, 30 people if I wanted to. The only reason they just don't fuck with me anymore, you know what I'm saying? It's them. It's not me. They can blame everybody else, but me is a problem. I don't mind camming up, but who cares? I just do content and I don't give a fuck about what no one says. Most people ain't shit on here. And I throw shots for a reason to get attention. Just don't come here and acting crazy. I have dropped a white boy down for trying to disrespect the show, and especially on Thursday Thrills. I did that. This is why it's historic. It's going to be one of the best we've seen. Not this tonight. This night is trash. But next week, I'm just going to be straight to the point and say, man, you niggas are soft, bro. Y'all let people punk y'all all the time, but y'all going to do the same dumbass shit all the time, right? I told you what I'm discovering with that wasteland culture. I'm thinking about Armageddon. I'm thinking about what's going to happen in the future. Teach you and try to warn y'all this shit can happen any day. Because YouTube is about to be deleted in the future. And I'm saying as a site, it ain't going to last. The practice is going low. It's done, man. Like, I don't see this site lasting for 50 years. I just don't see it. It's done, okay? It's too much baggage. Rumble's going to replace it, and Rumble's not going to last either, but Rumble's going to be better, and that's where the real content is. Yeah, internet's a tool, but you got to understand there has to be two internets. So YouTube's got to go, number one. That Disney bullshit, that kids shit, that shit's dead. This is not a kids channel. This is not for children. It's for adults. I'm in my 30s. Everybody else is around my age or in their 20s. This is not for little kids. This is for adults. And I repeat that. Any views I said on here, it's all on me, but this is not for children. This channel is not for children. No. I don't get why they don't do that. And see, the hypocrisy of this site will not last. I told you, man, in politics, I can't wait in 2024. Y'all going to get exposed. This site's going to get exposed so hard, it's just not going to even make it past to the next level. All right? So tonight we're going to talk about my man World Class destroying the man and Cheeky, man. I ain't going to show y'all the clip. Y'all done seen. Y'all go watch state channels to find that out. But he says something I agree with dude. Yes, he's been watching, been paying attention. Yeah, niggas like Angry Woman, a.k.a. Enigma, so-called malmannerness, the little boy with an egg, think he's tough. He's from New York, but most New York cats don't claim him. That's a great thing. He don't represent what they represent. He's watching on entertainment on TV. Why I don't believe him, why I don't subscribe to him. Y'all asked me why I didn't subscribe to him years ago, because I already knew he was a little bitch. He cries about females a lot. He tried to use the same formula like Tommy. Anything with the Tommy Sotomayor formula, I just not gonna mess with. Now, did Tommy had some decent stuff? At one time, I subscribed to him a little bit, and then I cut him off somewhere around 2014, because I did subscribe to him somewhere like 14 and 15, tries to figure him out if he had some points. I didn't like Tommy. I was just trolling when I subscribed to him, and then I unsubscribed him, I believe, the next year. I was just like, man, he ain't talking about nothing. He ain't talking about nothing. He ain't talking about nothing. And I do that to everybody, because if I try a person out and then, I was cruising on YouTube years and years ago, and I used to do this shit. It's changed now. I'm in this Fallout game and bought some DLCs, and I got some guns and shit. I just finished the story around Super Bowl. and I'm about to do these quests. I just did a quest with the Minuteman and the Gunners. I thought that was interesting. At least I gave them back Quincy. Now I gotta find this damn prototype. I already did the one with the flamethrower. I got a new flamethrower. It's something, but it kills ghouls, right? Then there's a good fight. Investigate the parking tier, and then the ship beaker. That's from Harvard. I don't know where the hell that is. But the malevolent malfunction. Yeah, we got to do that. Way back home, East Sanctuary, yeah. Silver Shroud, that's that radio. And these are story quests is already in there. So we gotta do 2 quests that I missed. It's a lot of shit in this game. A lot of lores, a lot of stuff going on. So yes. So there's a nuclear waste called the Institute with the mushroom and the radiation, man. It's crazy. Imagine people in radiation, they start dying and melting away and having problems. Turns to ghouls and shit. But I don't know if that's gonna be realistically, but if it ever happens, man, you'll see some wild stuff. But radiation is just barbaric stuff. People face melting off and all that stuff. But some people ain't gonna even feel it. They just gonna die. That's what it is. But the nuclear thing is coming. I try to tell you, but it's gonna take time. A lot of people see this game pushes the Chinese propaganda. They set off the nukes. Oh, they got nukes. But are they a really strong military? Hell no. North Korea's got the most nukes than China. But who's got the most nukes around the world? United States. They lie about all their missile defenses in the Midwest and somewhere in Colorado and their bases. They got some probably in Georgia. They got a nuclear reactor in New York. Y'all didn't know that, did you? I knew about that years ago in 2012 when they said it was in Brooklyn. I did not know that. I did not know that. There's a nuclear reactor somewhere in New York. I forget what part of New York someone said years ago, but I don't quote me on that, but I got it from somebody online and then offline. Someone told me the same thing, but I want to do my own research to back up what I'm saying right there, because that's very interesting why New York is easy to hit. Y'all can study 9/11, right? It's a repeat of history. So the stuff that you're seeing right now is going to continue. Now in video games and movies, yes, it's entertainment. When they talk about nuclear, they're talking from an entertainment perspective, right? So anytime they talk about mushroom clouds being this, they're exaggerating. They don't know what it's going to be like, because once the nukes go off, it's over. It's ball game. Now the closest game that is very accurate in story and reality in 2030s, I believe Russia will get nuked by any country. I'm tell you why 2030. The game called 2030, Metro 2030, right? And then the last light. Why that was so important? Why is it in Russia? Well, if Russia gets hit by any country like U.S. or Ukraine or anybody, that's prophecy of what they're going to be like. Because there'll be books about 2033. Now, I know there's a book connection to the game, but there's a possibility that can happen. Because Russia's done. I don't see Putin parading around on the news. They just showing old shit, but they're not showing you he's suffering. So it's pretty much, you get the same arguments over and over again. People with the false right-wing arguments. It's all nonsense. Y'all promoting their propaganda and don't even realize the country's not going that way. America is going to be our Earth Defense Force in the future if they try and travel to Mars or anything else. Because if you look at these video games, they're kind of accurate. They're not all accurate, but there's some little inaccuracies with the story. They have to do that. And the reason they do that, I'll tell you, the reason they do that, they don't want to be blackballed in the market. That's what it is, basically. So you got to play by the rules. You can't tell them the real truth, but the people behind them controls them. It's like a puppet mastery around. Freemasonry is powerful, but people get caught up in it and they get blinded by it. But a lot of people don't understand that this stuff will continue in the future. It's just a matter of time of what we're seeing right now. But yeah, Thursday Thrills of Light one. I ain't gonna drop the link tonight because it's an hour. Because if the hour comes, I'm just gonna cut it, because this is a redo of the same series. Because the other one I went extremely raw, but I don't know what words I was using that has somewhat of a vulgarity. But we ain't gonna get in that. YouTube is crazy, so I'm gonna cut it out completely. I'll make some jokes and make some subliminals with a different name of the vulgarity, but we're not gonna be that vulgar. I'm gonna be light with it. I'm not gonna say a whole lot. I'm just gonna cut to the chase and be subliminal. I won't be subliminal with this YouTube shit. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I don't care. YouTube is dying. It's been dying for years, and now the final plug's here. Live streams is not going to kill it. What's going to kill it is the interesting in topics. I'm telling you this right now. Relationship topics and nonsense topics, and these women, they got it. But in 2024, that's just going to change. Okay? The internet's just a blight future. It's not the future. It needs to be balanced and structured. That's what it needs. It needs balance and structure and control. Not this overly rule stuff. Like, yeah, you're a private company, but you got to play by public rules. You can't do that to your users, and then over time lose money. They gotta sell something. They gotta appeal people what they gonna like about your site. But 95% of people, they're done with it. They're going somewhere else, and they don't want to lose that money. If I was Google, I will restructure YouTube. They make Google Live said they got some rules. No, they created the YouTube rules. The YouTube rules is based off Google. Y'all do know that, right? Once you sign that contract and you sign the Google account, their rules is connected to YouTube. Period. You say anything out of line, you're out of there. I call ball game. Okay, they got you. So they try to get me. They try to get me while I was watching Melly's stream and analyze this female that she wanted a man a certain age and they didn't want her. If I told the sister, look, that show with Melly is going to tarnish you. Let me tell you something about you sisters out there. If y'all are going to show and y'all hate Melly and she clowns y'all at the end, it's already ball game. Like, you already know she's going to put you on the spot. She's trying to give guys the wet. Trying to get the guys the wet. See, I could have said with the Y in it, with the P and the Y in it, right? Try to get the wet. Everybody trying to get that wet box. But them guys ain't getting it. Fuck out of here. Y'all desperate. That's why y'all online. But I ain't gonna talk bad about y'all watching porn, but that's y'all's thing. Who cares? Porn's been destroyed. Okay? It's been ran by the same people, but it's ball game. Nobody cares. I'm just a nigga in the wilderness of Cobb County, Georgia. Like my nigga Cutthroat Baller. He said, I'm just a drunk nigga from Kentucky. I'm just a crazy old fool in the wilderness of Cobb County, Georgia. I ain't gonna tell you the city because you already know what it is. I'm still here with my knowledgeable self, but it is what it is, because everybody's not gonna like what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be bloody raw as always. I'm the beast on here, man. I'm gonna try. Let me tell you something. I will try the Brotherhood of Steel story arc after I get done with this railroad arc because it's repetitive. It's repetitive. I don't see how many side quests I get on this game. Probably tonight and tomorrow or next week or something. I'm gonna try the Brotherhood of Steel arc. I'm gonna try it just one bit. If there ain't no more quests, I'm gonna stop it right here. Keep the railroad because I kind of picked them as a faction. I was dumb. I should have picked the Minuteman, but the Minuteman is just, they're so damn one-dimensional. And Preston, he said, I'll mark it on your map. I'm like, Preston, come on, man. You're not Marcus Mosiah Garvey. You're not him, nigga. Ah, man, I can't stand that nigga. That nigga in that hat, bro. He's an embarrassment. I see why he lost Quincy. That nigga's soft. He said, well, I need a leader. I was like, well, dude, you're one-dimensional. You ain't got no army. Hell, well, I saw in that DLC, they got armor. They had power armor. They got everything. But they look at you like you the man. You a system. But yeah, man, this game has been fun. It's one of my third favorites in their series. I'm going to try Vegas, I've heard, in 76. I would try. A lot of people say they don't like the game. I don't care. I'm going to buy both of them. I might buy both of them on disc. I'll try to get the DLCs separately. I'll try to get them on disc. Somewhere, how I will try. I might try 76 or Vegas. I like Vegas, but I'm going to try 76 first. And then I might get Vegas because Vegas might be, that's something I would get. I like Fallout Vegas because I really like Vegas. That's probably going to be my favorite because the reason I'm going to like it more is probably it's in Vegas, Fallout Vegas. Pretty cool, but I will try 76. But number 4, let me tell you something. Number 4 is, I have to give number 4 credit. This is one of my favorites. I'm glad I played it first. I could have played Fallout 3 first. Fallout 3 is good. But Fallout 4, yeah, it is what it is. What's going on, Mike? But yeah, this stuff is like, it's pretty much, you see what you get. Thursday Thrills is pretty much normal. We talk about extreme stuff and what's going on. But the mass shooter, the so-called black man, the black mass shooter, I thought that was interesting. I might have to watch that again from Torian Rain. Shouts out to him. And he tried to ask him why niggas was on drugs. Probably we don't know. That nigga was on drugs. That nigga's on drugs. We don't know. See, these people are bugging out because the pandemic done messed them up. He said the biggest question is why. Another Anthony McRae identified as a Michigan State University mass shooter. See, white folks, so-called white people, is known for mass shootings, right? We always give them hell on that, right? But is there such thing as a black mass shooter? Absolutely. When they're in the hood, yeah, but not as killing everybody. No, not that crazy stuff. We never do that. But he's an exception. He tried to break the mold. See, I try to tell y'all, wasteland culture, 21st century, we here. Because if the bombs drop, you're gonna have some raiders, and you're gonna have some people gonna call themselves not the gunners, of course. They're gonna be mercenaries, and they're gonna kill each other. That's what they're gonna do. And that's the stuff we gotta talk about, right? We gotta talk about it. It's been a light day, and I had some thoughts. I said, yeah, world class is destroying Angry Woman, aka Angry Man. If y'all don't know why I call him that, because he's the black woman. He act like got our tendencies and everything. But DC, not DC, but world class. Excuse me, he's from Baltimore. Excuse me. Shouts out to my Baltimore niggas. But they killing this dude, and the other dude's defending dude. I said this a couple of days ago. I didn't like the fact that little podcast is defending this nigga. That nigga don't care about your little podcast. I don't know if you're listening or not in the clouds or whatever. Dude, he does not care about you. He does this all the time in these certain spaces. He did it over Ramil. Ramil wouldn't let him have it. Nobody. And that just lets you know what time it is. You see what I'm saying? He always used the generational supremacy card. And you know what I say to his generation? Fuck his and my dad's and mine's. They always want to hate on young people that's trying to be better than our generation, even though they're effed up and programmed by the system, and the sins of Esau is doing damage to them. I want to help the younger generation. First of all, I help these old motherfuckers, man. And this is why I tell Cool to stop helping these old ass, derelict, disgusting niggas, man. I try to tell them that. That shit is whack, bro. You're better than that. I mean, he's got talent to help, whoever. But these older motherfuckers, man, cut them off, nigga. I tried to tell them that 2 years ago. Man, them niggas is lame, bro. They don't want nothing. They just want to be bitch ass niggas all they lives. This is why people don't fuck with them toe to toe, right? That's why they need to be in the casket. I hate to say that, man. Like, go. I don't be like Nate. Do a Twitch. Because they all cowards anyway. They're not going to come to the city. No, they're going to be popped off where they at. Somebody's going to pop them. It's going to happen because the world's turning and burning. And if the shit collapse, their ass is going to be in the ground. They're the first ones to go in the ground. See, let y'all take care of it, and somebody's going to crush them, and that's it. I'm not saying nothing to these niggas again. I ain't going to argue on panels. I'm not doing that shit. That's some girl shit. I will never do that shit. Not no other man. I ain't got time for that. No, in person, you're out of there. Y'all talk online for protection, but in person, y'all bitches, bro. I seen it. Mr. Jack got his ass knocked out by the nigga, man. That nigga was for real, for real. He popped him. He said some foul shit on the internet, talk about, whatever, and they ain't going for it. So it's always been that way. YouTube has always had the Wild Wild West. They just tone it down. They just try to tell us to tone it down over here. We good. It's just niggas gonna be who they are. But the whole purpose of me talking about it, it's evident. The younger generation does not want to listen to these older niggas, man, because they're losers, bro. Because that fallen bro shit, is gotten them killed, bro. And I ain't with that fallen bro shit. Now, I know y'all love 3 syllables and Fitnelli and all them other niggas. Those are old niggas to me. Now, can you call me old? Yeah, some way, but I'm not an old nigga. I'm one of the so-called elder, leaders. You don't know who the leaders are. Now, I never want to call myself an elder. I'm not trying to be nobody's elder. If I ever get to that, usually elders is like 50 and above. 40 is somewhat of an elder, but 40 is when you're leader. Leadership starts 30 and 40s, really. Because when you're 40 plus, you're a leader. You done seen it all. You done graduated. You done made your accomplishments. But you got dudes that want to help these older generation motherfuckers, man, that don't want to help themselves. They're losers. The ones that do help themselves, shouts to the ones that subscribe. I ain't got no beef with y'all. It's just the rest of your generation is just trash. It's I hate yo, but your generation's trash too, nigga. Lots of Gen X done that. That's a damn lie. And the boomers ain't did shit. Stop it. Y'all fucking failures to the silent and the World War II generation. Let's just keep it 1,000. My grandparents was evil as hell when they talk bad about their kids' generation and the ones around it. Don't let them lie to you about them. Ask a family member what they say about y'all sorry generation. They didn't respect it. Y'all broke families' principles and rules. You marry kids out of wedlock. That goes for all races. But what are y'all doing to change that? Y'all want no damn solutions. Y'all just want more bullshit, right? But that's the thing about these niggas, man, because shouts out to what's the name? World Class for saying that, man. I had to agree with him. Yeah, them niggas is lame, bro. Them niggas is lame. I said, I respect my elders. I respect my elders a long time ago. I already know who they were. They were my grandparents, certain elders I respect in the neighborhood, especially the ones I knew back home and some here. But these online, no. They're clowns. They're posers to me. They deserve to be in the casket, bro. Like, they're not teaching young men uh how to handle these women in the right way. They're not teaching them to walk away. No, they teach them how to bitch and complain and make cash app views and try to exploit them, try to enable. And these females that's following you, I don't like calling them pygmies. I call them enablers. They enable men to do this stuff, this behavior, and they're gonna keep doing it. You got to be physical with that black man. He only respects action. End of the day, he only respects action. If you don't give him that action, he's going to continue his bullshit. So-called black man, or should I say, niggas that don't want to be black. It's a lot of them in these spaces. They're in the conscious community, so-called conscious community, you got them, and the so-called manosphere that's manufactured and in mainstream. They're all there, bro. I'm tired of talking about them niggas because they're useless. They're useless idiots and they're useless trash. They're a disgrace of society's ills and our problems. So basically, I'm saying is I don't give a fuck about none of what nobody says on here. Nobody. I got my own problems to deal with, my own principles to look at, and then you got to do what you got to do. But a lot of people get caught up on the circus stuff, right? The circus stuff is just y'all can have fun. I can roast and joke and do all that publicly, but I'm gonna speak my mind regardless of who I am. But see, they attack me on that one stream, one cammed up or anything. But that's what they do. They get tired of the niggas real quick, but they said they're gonna say you're not welcome here no more. That's what they tried to. That shit don't work. YouTube is done. They need competition. They need it. They need it. They need it. They need it. It's just like one thing I can say about my channel, we're solid over here. It's just we got our issues. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how I look at it from now on. But when you're talking about things I done seen and went through, especially this channel went through, we went through the ringer. They was trying to knock me off 11 years ago, but that didn't happen. Because the first time I had a channel, prior to this channel, I was extreme. I'll say some of the violent stuff and just going in. Ain't like that. So it was nothing age restricted about it. They say, it ain't gonna view you and stuff like that on the public forum on YouTube. That's what they say, and it hurts your views too. If you get that type of content like this, you ain't gonna get no views. Even if people don't watch it and don't find it, knowing people, I had to take it down. I could have kept it up and said, they got me. No, because I already know the game. I just got to tone it down and just move on and it's just a one thing. I just don't really say much no more, but I don't mind a little bit, but I can't be excessive. I got to tone that back because the way people are so sensitive nowadays, the internet's kind of broken, right? People can say what they want, but I'm not trying to get paid for this shit, bro. Like, I ain't trying to be famous off that because you can't even say certain words when you're paid. They trying to dictate who you are. I don't know what's going on here. I see the Brain Trust live streaming right now. Ain't nobody going over there. I mean, they got a good channel, but they ain't nobody going there. Let's just keep it real. And Mr. PPT, he's streaming right now. Everybody going on his head. He wrong about Red destroying dude. I told y'all she get views off talking about black men. And I'm not mad, but that ain't gonna help. She don't get that much. If she really want to go in on people, talk about her own people. Why? Like I said, they don't get views. Yes, they do get views. Women talk about each other all the time. And if that ever happens, it happens for real, for real. It happens all the time. Don't underestimate this internet shit. This internet shit is so powerful because enablers can push your content. And that's why Kevin was on the gay tip. Like I said, he ain't gay. Yes, he was. There's no such thing. And shouts out to Nate saying this. The same sexual community, aka the gay community, the alphabet groups use the term high value man. They're talking about a gay man. They're not talking about a straight man. And shouts out to the billionaire mindset, aka Ask Nathaniel, for saying that. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Last night, yesterday. And when he said that, man, I saluted him for him saying it. And it aligns up what I've been saying about these dudes. They support that. Quiet as kept. They ain't gonna say they don't support it, but they don't want to admit it. They support it. They don't realize that Kevin wasn't talking about no women. He was just using them to get ahead. So what he did something similar, but we ain't gonna get into that. But Kevin, out of all the five so-called founding fathers of 2.0 days, he's better than the four of them. Quiet as Kevin. Then O'Shea would probably be a strong second, and then you got Oblivion. But the angry woman, aka Angra No Dice, the Enigma himself, this fool. And it's pretty much the same. They clowning this dude to oblivion, man. Like, we gotta understand, a lot of people just is tired of Angry Man. They just tired of his nonsense. He does this all the time on panels. He's like, I'm gonna stay over here in my glorified echo chamber. I'm gonna stay over here. Nigga, you weak. You done tapped out and lost. I'm just tired of the fact that niggas be on that bullshit, man. Nobody cares about y'all. No one cares. Melly's thirsty for the D. She's thirsty for the pick of the litter. Cha, cha, chill. Oh, did that rhyme? Let me stop. But it's pretty much it. It's just like Melly's just turning into these creatures, bro. But that's Melly. Melly's been thirsty for the D for years and years and years. So I'm gonna marry him. No, she ain't gonna sit down with her French butt. She's want attention. All these things want attention. They want attention. They want attention. They want attention. They want attention. Drop it like it. Drop it low. Yeah. Let me stop acting crazy. I'm sounding smooth with this mic. Mic check 1 2 and 2. Mic check 1 2 and 2. Cha. Cha. Chia. Oh, did that rhyme? Oh, did that rhyme with you? Okay. Oh, did that rhyme? That nigga was a clown, bro. Jester. Fuck out of here. Is what it is. Is what it is what it ain't. Angry woman is a loser. He know what it is. Nobody's, I ain't feel welcome, man. I'll leave that bitch. Yeah, if I ain't welcome, man, fuck y'all. He said that to Chicky, man. Chicky should have just went in on his ass, that damn dyed beard, man. Come on, Chicky. You should have bodied that dude. If he was alive. You should have bodied that dude. But I see it, man. I see it all the time. But people just get caught up in just like, I just pause for a minute. But what I'm saying is a lot of people just get caught up on the drama, man. Like they love it. It's an addicting factor. And I understand that people love dude. And the ones that don't, we be consistent. We threw shots if he's alive. He be listening. He's a coward. That's a coward boy. A coward old boy ain't got no life. He a little boy. Little boy. Like the women always say, little boy. Hey, little boy. Hey, little boy. That's what I wouldn't be saying. Hey, little boy. But you see what you can get. Yeah, but the internet is very, it's fading out. It's fading out like it should be, and it's the whole point. The whole point of tonight is yes, we talked about my little situation. That's here or there, and we talked about this thing with Angerman and World Class. World Class got hit him with some points. Now I did support Michael Jordan when I was younger, but I had a lot of favorite players and read about him as 10. But prior to that, I was watching the game and understanding it, learning how to play it. I drilled the ball since I was 3, but I learned a lot about history of the NBA. I'm well versed in that. I don't have to talk about the stats. I talk about the stats, how they did it, and they did it in time, and it worked. And you saw it, and I saw the replays of the footages. I'm that type of guy. And then I do the research, and I read what it says. I don't have to debate you about it. We can have a discussion, but we have a small debate about it because, hey, Jordan was this and this better. No, he wasn't. He was great. The only thing is he an overrated great? Absolutely. Just like Magic, overrated great. Magic is straight. I don't hate Magic. But you see what we're dealing with, right? And that's the stuff we see. But y'all excuse me one second. I gotta take this hoodie off. It's getting warm up in here. I'm gonna go on mute. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. So yeah, I'm trying to keep my ass up from getting dozed off up in here, but because it's been a long day for me. The caffeine was kicking in, it's kicking in now, but it's waning right now. But yeah, because I'll wait to the 15 mark comes in, but you know how it is. You know how it is. Cause we get this show on the road. They said it's gonna be another 2 hours, sir. No, 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 no. Cause anything happen, they always want to hit you with the BS. Ain't got time for that. I'll do it next week because we ain't gonna be using a lot of vulgarity. We're just gonna talk about the politics and speak my mind and just usual Thursday thrills. This one is very different. This one we're gonna talk about this guy's currently in the what he say, he said in the Moorish community, but it's a lot of feds wearing niggas that be lying to the people that hates the true identity of themselves. And he got some Moors. If you're a Moor that wears a turban, you're straight with me. We don't have to believe in the same philosophy. You're still in idolatry, but still, I don't subscribe to the indigenous nonsense. But that's y'all's thing. That's cool. But the ones who wear feathers and try to force it on people, that's crazy. That's that Dr. York shit. I used to listen to Dr. York back in the day. One of his old stuff on YouTube. Thought it was interesting. Was he a favorite teacher to listen to? No, he's just like anybody else. I didn't like the pedophilia he was talking about. He got caught for with pedophilia, and I'm against that. And I ain't gonna use that word again because apparently someone's gonna get sensitive about that too. But I'll still use it, but I'm not gonna use it all the time because that's what they talking about apparently. But I ain't got time for that because they support them, and it's pathetic. That's why the site ain't gonna last. Quiet as kept. Y'all gotta understand these sites are dying, bro. Like there's a reason why people don't say much no more. I try to be nice and try to be fair as I can. Try to be as much as Devin Wade is on his thing on his podcast shit. Shouts out to him, man. I'm gonna salute him in the chat. Man, that Devin Wade show is awesome. Ever since that Gilly breakup, it is what it is. But Monica, they in a season 3. She's on that show way more than the other girl. They got rid of that other so-called twin. Probably done shook her ass to death and they told her she was on that feminist shit and they had to cut her off. So it's pretty much bad. It's bad out here, man. But you got women say, we tired of these men on these damn microphones and these podcasts talking about us all the day, talk about what a woman needs this, a woman needs that. You know, they get tired of that shit. And I don't blame them. I don't be on podcasts like that. Expensive microphones and shit. You don't need no expensive microphone. Hell, this mic that cost me, like, because on sale, this mic that I got right now can cost $105. I paid like 110 or something, 115 or something. Like I paid like 100 something plus dollars on this mic. And the mic I got in my hand is a super cardioid. That's what you're listening to right now. That smooth voice. The AKG super cardioid D5. Cha, cha, cha. Oh, did that rhyme? Let me stop talking about that gear talk, that wasteland. Yeah. Talk. Nigga, what? Talk. That gear talk. Y'all don't know about that. I don't even talk about gear no more. I mean, niggas got sensitive 2 years ago when I talked about it. I tried to talk about it in 2022, and that didn't work. I've been studying these audio people, these nerds. They be on some BS, man. They ain't talking about really nothing. And people are divided by the gear people and the people. And that's been like that since I first come back doing content. And I said, why are they so obsessed with these damn microphones? And I said, oh, I know why. They want attention and power and grace, right? So it's pretty much like you're saying the same stuff over and over again. But you get your feels off and you understand that most of the stuff is going to see what's going on, man. And just enjoying the show. But it's nothing wrong having expensive microphones if you're doing this for the right purpose or you talk about journalism, whatever. But people get those mics just to trash these females, and it gets boring after a while. I know people like it. It's cool, it's entertaining, but I don't care for that. That ain't me. Kevin did it so well because people fuck with him and people view him as that. He just knew how to dress and he kept his stuff clean. You never see him dirty. You never see him dirty. You never see him dirty. But like I said, man, it is what it is. You got to protect your content at all times and just people just coming through. But yeah, the gear talk is just minuscule right now. We over here chilling. We over here keeping it real and just being simple and just keeping it plain. We understand the plight of the world. But when you try to force feed people, people gonna get tired of you real quick. They say, "Oh my God, he talking about the world. He talking about the world." Like the Ryan Cameron. Oh, on this show, he played a voice. He said, "DJ JC." He had them weak ass sound effects. He's like, cha, cha, yeah. Oh, did that rhyme? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, that song. But you know how it is. Let me see the Yahoo. Okay. Second period starting. Nashville versus the Bruins. Oh my God. This season it's gonna be a long hockey season, man. Everybody acts like a damn sexual these days, man. What is going on with this world, man? Yeah, I'm gonna watch Devin Wade. I'm gonna put him on here on my screen in a minute. Before I turn this thing off, about an hour. You know, we here. So let me tell y'all fellas something. Anytime you get in discussions with people and they want you to argue with women, just walk away. Especially on panels and shit. I'm so sick and tired of the BS that people are talking. They said they gonna do that, they gonna do that, they gonna do that, they gonna do that. And these niggas ain't really about that. They don't want no static. They don't want no static. They don't want no static. I know people say, I like the pedo prostitute. That's you talking about yourself, sir. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Boop, boop. Chicken, chicken. Let me stop. For someone pop my head backwards and forwards. This nigga crazy. That nigga crazy. And I am crazy. Look at the streams. I'm a crazy nigga. Yeah, nigga. Do 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 do. Do do da do 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 da do do. Let me stop. Let me stop. Nigga, stop it. Nigga, stop it. But he said, really? What is this? Talking about the woman with the big shoes. Shouts out to Cutthroat Baller, man. He be on fire. Melly's just thirsty for some D. Rhymes with the, y'all know the rest with the K, but we ain't gonna get into it. We ain't gonna get into it because they said vulgarity's too much. You go da 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 da. They doing the Matumbo dance. Let me stop. They said that nigga crazy. I am crazy. I'm going to stop. He said, nigga, stop it. Y'all terrible. Nigga, stop it. Talking about this shit. But anyways, world class, man. If I was you, keep doing what you do. Keep putting the foot on that nigga's neck because they scared of you, man. I see his track record. I said, man, that man's going. He said, you don't know who I know. He said, the manosphere, y'all ain't been around here that long. I know people for 11 and 12 years. I was like, I see what he's talking about. I've been on YouTube prior to that. 07 lost the channel, and I've been on this channel, what, almost 12 years? 11, 12 plus, almost 15 years. I've been doing this. And it takes time. Get attraction. People stop doing weird stuff, things will be better. Yeah, my nigga. Doom, 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 lean on. Let me stop. I had to catch myself right there. Be a little entertaining, but I don't care, man. It is what it is. Was trying to run the clock out at this point, but yeah, man. When I was playing this Fallout game, man, I'm addicted to it already. Thanks to number 4, I'm gonna have to get 76 in Vegas to try. They said, "Why don't you try Fallout 3?" Nope, I ain't trying that unless I got some space for it. Yeah, Fallout 4, man. I could do wonders with this game. I wish they come with a new Fallout game. That's it. I mean, if I collect the whole series, I'll play all of them. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it. We gotta knock this hour out. So yeah, it's on the 14 die right now, so it'll go by fast. Recent stories. Damn, she among us. Look at that ass. They're crazy. Hope y'all have a good day. Girl, you just want the day. This girl right here sent me an explicit pic. But I ain't gonna mention she sent me the P pic with the Y. It was like Instagram. She was like some type of model. Yeah, she smoked. Oh my gosh, she smoked. Oof, shit. I don't know. She smoked Marlboro cigarette. Nah, I can't do that. She cool though. She wants someone to hit that. She do the wine. Damn. But I seen it. She sent me in DM form. Can't show y'all here, you know how it is. She thirsty, she 5'2", she loved it. Go hit that. Go hit it from the back in the bite. It is what it is, bro. She all right. The woman is wild. She got that body. She thick. She said, my son hair, though. Oh, he young. Ain't nobody want that. Yeah, she got a son. Ain't nobody want that. Ain't nobody want that. Ain't nobody want that. What's her name, honey? Yeah, she thick. Yeah, she try to run. Don't run. 5'4". You short, girl. She wants that attention. A lot of these females want attention, man. Like attention, a lot of people say it's like a drug. It's always been a drug. They always need that attention. That's the thing. But men don't care. But men can't do what women do either. They can't. Lots of they'll lead the pros. No. I got approached like a few times in grade school, but as an adult, no. Not as much. I had to do somewhat of the approaching, the initiation, the conversation, and it's pretty much it. But it's pretty much it's crazy. What's going on, Lenny? He tripping what I was saying. He tripping what I was saying. Oh, girl is crazy though. But yeah, she sent me that shit, man. Shit was wild. That shit was wild. And these models, they show themselves, man. Like I'm not tripping. I ain't like these dudes that say they hating. They hating. Let me see this shit. Let me let me see. Let me delete that. Yeah. Only on Instagram. Yeah, she showed it to me. I say she did a split too. And she showed me. Guess the height. She love that shit. She throw it at me. I'll do it too. She young. But let me stop. Let me stop. Let me chill out. Because she's a good girl. I ain't gonna do it like that. She in her 20s. But it's pretty much like, that's how it is. But yeah, yeah. I'm about to go. I'm just going. I'll see y'all next Thursday. But shouts out to everybody, man. Tampa, Mike, Leonard, of course, and old boy in the chat. But shouts out to everybody, man. But yeah, because I'm going to talk about something else next week because we're going to talk about this political thing, why people are scared of this wasteland culture. And I'm going to break down. I'm going to write some things down next Thursday, and I'm going to speak on why there's disasters and things like that to get prepared for, and then just be mindful of things that's going to come, right? Because then I'll be back. Y'all see me on Sunday Madness this Sunday, and then next Thursday, you already know. And then the next recording on the Wednesday's recording, I gotta put this in here. Wednesday, I'm gonna go to my history logs and pick certain videos, and then I'm gonna do some topics on it. I'm through talking about Hannibal. That I know that's everybody doesn't talk about it enough. I done beat that topic up to death. Let's talk about something else, and then we'll get into the cultures, right? So I'll do a recording on that and just break down what I've seen in history, and then I'll play some video to back up what I'm saying with certain topics back in the day. So I'll get some few good ones, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So with that, shalom to Ya Israel, or Israel, like y'all would say in English, but Ya Israel, Israel, or Yasharal, like we used to say it back in the day. And may the blessings of Yah in your spirits. So with that, and I'm out. Until next time.